Time frame, images of a generation. We grew up in a simpler time. We sang.
Say, kids, what time is it?
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. We laughed.
Hello, boy.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
We cried.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
He's been shot. Lee Oswald has been shot.
We fought. We loved. We were attacked.
Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii by air.
Our flag was still there. Now these memories come to life on posters that can be yours today. Go to howdyboomy.com for your copies today. That's howdyboomy.com. howdyboomy.com.
Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show. Today is Monday, April the 10th, the day after Easter. It's National Hug Your Dog Day, but more importantly, in my neck of the woods, it's Dingus Day. I know a lot of people haven't heard of Dingus Day. It's a Polish thing. And what you do is you celebrate that Easter is over, that Lent is over, you can eat, drink, and be merry. And all across the neighborhood you will find polka bands, beer, men, women, and Polish food. So there's nothing wrong with that. Here in Buffalo they have a parade. I think it started in South Bend, Indiana, with the Clay Democratic Committee, moved to Chicago, came to Buffalo, and there's very few cities that have it. But put it this way, when you get males and females together, alcohol, and polka music, you never know what's going to happen. What a weekend. It was a weekend of tradition, of Easter, of Easter egg hunts, of going out to Easter brunch, something that the woke people really can't take away from us, and not that they're not going to try. But it was nice to have tradition. It was tradition in watching the Masters golf tournament. There was all kinds of hoo-la-la about the LIV tournament versus the PGA. They have golfers in there that shouldn't be there, yada, yada, yada. But the tradition of the Masters, the reverence of the place in Augusta, as bad as the weather was, everybody was on their best behavior because they realized what a special place it was. People were surprised at how the LIV golfers did, but they elevated themselves because they targeted this event. They'll never be the same again when they go back to their team efforts, whatever they do on, it's not going to be as good as it was yesterday because of the tradition, because of it meant something to them. And that's something that the woke people can never take away from us. I noticed where some lawmakers in the state of Tennessee were ejected from the legislature. Now, imagine that you're the President of the United States and you're at a press conference and you're standing at the podium answering questions and someone runs up to you with a bullhorn, starts screaming at you through the bullhorn, and starts pounding your lectern. What do you think the Secret Service is going to do? What do you think the people around it? They're going to grab this person and get him out of there. If you're in the Senate and you are the same situation, making a speech, answering questions, and someone comes up to you with a bullhorn and starts screaming at you through the bullhorn, pounding at the desk, what do you think is going to happen? Yeah, I mean, they're going to get rid of them, even on a local level, even if in your local school board, if you were just there fielding questions, making a speech, and someone ran up to you with a bullhorn and started screaming at you with a bullhorn, pounding on the desk, what do you think is going to happen? People are going to get them out of there. Well, these three legislators did exactly that, and they're shocked that they were ejected from the room. It's sort of amazing that all of a sudden, when there is no other explanation for it, when you know right from wrong, and you're dead wrong, a black person will always say it's racism. Well, in this case, you can't play the race card. In this place, it shows you that assholes come in all different colors. These people weren't ejected because they were black. They were ejected because they were idiots. They disrespected the rule of law. They disrespected regular decorum. But they're black. You can't criticize them. Their ancestors were slaves. Could have been a couple hundred years ago, but they're black. You can't criticize them. Baloney. You're an idiot. You deserve to get chased away. And what was amazing to me, our vice divisor-in-chief, remember when Biden ran, when he was hiding in his cellar? He was going to be the great uniter, that Donald Trump was the great divisor of our nation. Joe Biden has done everything to drive wedges between all members of society. All members of society. So he sends the great divisor, step divisor-in-chief, Kamala Harris, who took time out from giggling to side on the, of course, the 3 black legislators who were booted because they were idiots. But she didn't visit anybody whose kid or spouse or friend was shot in a horrific shooting in the Tennessee private school. That tells you it's all phony. She's a phony. The Bidens are a phony. Anybody who plays a race card is a phony. I'm sick of it. I've had it up to here. I never owned a slave. My grandfather never owned a slave. I can't tell you the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars taken out of my paychecks over the years to fund social programs to make sure the black community is taken care of, which doesn't work. You cannot pay someone to be ambitious. You cannot pay someone to want to do something. You pay someone to lay on your ass, and that's exactly what they do. It's absolutely amazing to me. I hope you have a great day. I hope you celebrate Dingus Day. It may not even be in your neighborhood, but have a beer. Dance with your wife, your girlfriend. Have a good time. Remember, it was a great weekend of traditions. It was a great weekend of Easter. A new adventure begins. I'll see you tomorrow. Go to howdyboomy.com. Check out what the new website's going to be. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. God bless you. God bless America.